What is up, my bros? I am Mike Muhammad, the man, the myth, the legend. And I gotta be honest, man. This video here is almost like a confessional, almost like a fucking apology, man. Like, not really like an apology, more like... Let me put it like this, man. When I first saw the ending of fucking Final Fantasy VII Remake and I saw the spoilers and all that shit, basically I was like Vito Corleone in The Godfather, like, look how they massacred my boy. And now, I've given it like a week to digest, to spin my brain a little bit. And at this point I'm more like Thanos at the beginning of Avengers Endgame. I'm more like, perhaps I was too harsh on you. Oh boy. Yeah, what can I say, man? Yeah, I'll say this, man. I still think there are a lot of problems with this game, man. I think there's a lot of problems, but I'll give the game credit where it's due. For the most part, the game is a very loyal remake of Final Fantasy VII. It just has a lot of problems. Like, one of the ones that stood out to me is, like, for example, I don't think the soundtrack in this game lives up to the original fucking game, and I don't think it lives up to, like, even the Advent Children movie. For example, no song in this game actually lives up to the fucking Advent Children rendition of One-Winged Angel, man. Like, you can go up and look it up, like the version of the new version of One-Winged Angel. I think it's One-Winged Angel Reborn or Rebirth, it's called in the new game. And yeah, it is not quite as fucking good as this shit. It does not slap the same way that Advent Children One-Winged Angel fucking slaps, bro. Anyhow. Just wait until the heavy metal kicks in, man. Yeah, this fucking shit, man. Like, I'll give the game this, man. It nailed most of the opening of the game right. And I still got problems with the fucking time janitors in this fucking game. The fucking cloaked Kingdom Hearts fucking... what are they even fucking called in fucking Heartless or whatever the fuck they're called in Kingdom Hearts? Yeah, the fucking random characters in Kingdom Hearts were always wearing hoods. I don't know, that's what the time janitors look like. So I'll accept, it was a mistake to put those time janitors in this game. You did not need to beat the audience over the head to exemplify how much you want to make a game that's separate from the original game. Like, thinking it through, I'm okay with the idea that the new game can be very different from the old game. I'm comfortable with that idea. Like, when you consider it, man, like, all things considered, like, yeah, I'm okay with the original game being what it is, but, like, I feel like there's just better ways that you could have exemplified the concept of this game is going to be different from the last game, rather than to go, like, in terms of, like, we're going to create time janitors and shit. You could have just, I don't know, you could have done it a different way, like, show the narrative itself is different, just through demonstration, rather than beating it over the fucking player's head with, oh my god, there's hooded guys everywhere. Like, this was a bad choice. This is Nomura's mark. It's bad. It doesn't work. It brings the game down. But I can forgive it for what it's trying to do, but it wasn't executed well at all. The whole future Sephiroth thing, man. This I'm actually kind of okay with. This is kind of an interesting idea. It kind of ties in with the whole idea of everything being connected to the live stream, and possibly the live stream being connected through time itself and shit, man. Like, I'm cool with all that, man, but, like, yeah, I don't know, it still feels like a little bit too much like we're trying to make it different this time, but, I don't know, it really, to me, the real verdict on this game comes down on how the next parts of the game roll out, man. Oh, wait, hold up. See, that's that One-Winged Angel that fucking slaps, bro. This new game doesn't have shit like that. Everybody go home right now and listen to, you don't even need to be at home, just go go listen to the Advent Children One Winged Angel. This shit fucking rocks, man. Like, honestly, I'll give credit where it's due. The combat system is alright. I still like warplating from Final Fantasy 15, but I guess that's a 15 thing. And, you know, the cutscenes are pretty good. They bring a lot of characterization that wasn't there in the original game to the new game. So I'll give the credit where it's due. The one thing that I'm very uncertain of is the whole alternate timelines thing. To me, I've always felt like alternate timelines do not really make something better. They kind of detract from the stakes of something. Because if there's alternate timelines, then it's like, oh, who cares if this character dies, if they can just come back to life? Or even if they died before, they can just somehow come into this new timeline from an alternate parallel timeline. Like, this sort of writing, I think it really brings down the stakes of a story like Final Fantasy VII Remake. People have pointed out, like, almost all of the Final Fantasy games have some time dimension bullshit or something to this, like, crazy effect, but at the same time, Final Fantasy VII was the most popular Final Fantasy game for years, and it didn't have any of this shit. So doesn't that tell you something? Maybe audiences react well when a character's death has impact, when a tragedy like the sector plate collapsing has impact? It's because it didn't have to rely on these alternate dimensions and time travel shit. So, again, I'll give the game credit where it's due. It does bring to life that early section of the game. But the story choices, many of them are not good, even though I'm still open to the idea of this remake being very different from the original game. I just feel like it could have been executed better, and I just feel like it was very ham-fisted and silly. I mean, me personally, I still haven't played the fucking game. And I'm probably not going to play the game for a very long time, because, guys, when I played Final Fantasy VII as a kid, my favorite part of that game was the open world, was things like farming for the fucking golden chocobo, was things like finding Ultima Weapon, was things like getting the Knights of the Round Summon, things like finding the best weapon for every single character were my favorite parts of Final Fantasy VII. So if you're telling me I get to pay $80 to walk through a bunch of hallways in Midgar and fight a few bosses, yeah, bro, that ain't it for me, man. I'm sorry, bro. Like, personally, this is my game plan. When I get the RTX 3080 Ti in my PC, and my shit looks fucking Kino, and my shit looks fucking crystal clear, and I got that high frame rate monitor, I get like an ultra wide high frame rate monitor, then I'll buy this game, take it in, I'll buy this game like 2 weeks before part 2 comes out. 2 weeks before part 2 comes out, I'll buy part 1 for like $10-20 on Steam. And then I'll enjoy that shit as it was meant to be enjoyed on the master race of PC. And then I'll get the full real Final Fantasy VII Remake experience. And then I don't even have to wait that fucking long for part 2, man, because I don't want to fucking be at the end of this game and be like, oh, now I gotta wait for part 2. Fuck that shit, man. I'm not gonna waste my time on that. I'd rather play the game the first time I play it in the best possible way. On PC, with an NVIDIA, the way it's meant to be played, 3080 Ti, GeForce, baby. I want the game screen to come up and to be like, you're now rocking with GeForce right before the Final Fantasy VII logo comes on. That's the only way I, as a customer, will be completely satisfied. And I'm sorry if that upsets you people, or if you say my opinion on this game is invalid, go fuck yourself. And do what I want with $80, alright? You want to spend $80 on this game? That's your prerogative, bro. Me, I'm holding out for that $20 Steam key, baby. If I can get it for $15, I'm gonna get it for $15, baby. I'm just being real with it. Sorry, guys. Still haven't played the game. I'm not gonna play this game for a long time, because I just don't personally, for myself, see it as being worth my time. I'll sit down on YouTube and watch the 4K cinematics. Call it a night. There's like 15 hours of cinematics in this game. God damn. For a game that's about walking through hallways in Midgar, That's a lot of pausing and watching cinematics, bro. Anyways, that is how I learned to stop hating the remake and love Nomura, I guess. Yeah, love is a strong word. I don't think I love Nomura. Maybe I should say, maybe it's better to call this how I learned to stop hating Nomura and somewhat appreciate the remake. Anyways, guys, I'm Mike Muhammad. Thanks for watching.